Was that your memory? Thank you. Thank you for letting me see Daddy. He's here, right? Through that door?
The Federation fleet is surrounding us again!
Oh, now what are they up to?
I think I know. Look at the movements of the Gnosis. The pattern of Gnosis gateouts are near the center of the Foundation.
What about the Zohars in the hangar?
They're in stasis! Attract inhibitor output is normal!
So if the Zohars and the Durandal aren't calling the Gnosis, then...
Guinan. It's that song we've been hearing, isn't it?
Indeed. It's faint, but there's no mistaking it. No one else seems able to hear it, though.
Hey, do you guys hear something? It sounds like a song.
A song? I don't hear anything. You sure you aren't imagining things?
I don't know. I swear I can hear it.
She hears it. How's that possible?
Why am I feeling so unsettled? This image just won't leave my mind.
You too? This darkness. I feel like I'm being dragged down into an abyss. It can't be.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it.
Such tears. What beauty they hold, these tears of sorrow. Surely they are the most precious substance in the world. But are you worthy to shed such tears? The act of mourning the dead belongs to the realm of humans.
You did this, didn't you?
My beautiful little Kirschwasser. But still, can you really call this a corpse? Frailty, thy name is woman. No, that's not right. You little Realians weren't even born from a woman's womb. The human race, fearful in its weakness, built this world in a futile attempt to elude the abyss they call mortality. Culture, civilization, all delusions created by a powerless race, and of little use, like a barren woman. But amidst all this, you continue to exist as an unfettered soul, free from the shackles of flesh and blood, a completely pure consciousness, an eternal spiral, undefiled by impurities, A fusion of fire, breath, and spirit. What can we call you but angels? New, unadulterated psyches. But what you lack is reality, and that is what I shall provide you with! Ah, ma belle pêche. There's no need to tremble like that. Else, you'll make me feel like a pêche myself. Was that a glimpse of a man that I caught in your heart? Who is it? This red-haired Rubido. Oh, it's Rubido. Oh, that's just perfect. Do you know what he said while he coughed up his lifeblood? Except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. Wheat. There's enough of it. We can afford to waste as much as we want. Like my head, you see? What do you think, my beloved Pesh?
Captain, we haven't received our orders to attack from Fleet Command yet.
That's irrelevant. Their treachery is already well known. We'll settle this right now. Target the Kukai Foundation. All ships, fire on...
What was that?
Impossible! That isn't supposed to be here!
The Dammerung?
Woodland Day 2, Wellroom Day, Lost Hill Day, all systems check. Rhine Maiden operating within normal parameters. 30 seconds to second wave of attack. Coordinate corrections for Woodland Day complete. Lost Hill Day also complete. Preparations for second wave of attack complete. All ships in formation.
The Rhine Maiden. So she's operational now. Miyuki? Where are you calling in from?
Woohoo! Pretty cool, huh? Did you see the Rhine Maiden? I am so glad I requested that transfer to 2nd Division. If I didn't, I never would have seen this beauty in action.
2nd Division? What are you...
I'll tell you later. Is KOS-MOS there with you?
Huh? Yeah, but...
Okay, I'll send it over then.
Miyuki, isn't this...
There's some type of force field concentrated near here. There's a very high probability that it's what's attracting the Gnosis.
A force field?
Right. The observational guy said that whatever it is, it's definitely something man-made. Anyway, we can find the origin of this force field if we link up the Dammerung's mainframe with KOS-MOS's DSSS sensor. It appears as though the enemy's using some kind of cloaking device to conceal itself right now. But there should be a wrinkle or two in the surrounding space, though. We figured that if we can tear those open, we'll be able to find out what we're dealing with.
Is that why you gave me this PT cartridge? I mean, do you have any idea what this thing is?
Of course. Or so I'd like to claim. But I actually just transferred in, so I'm not really sure.
Oh, look, Miyuki. This cartridge is a weapon. It sets off a phase transfer that destroys everything in the area. It may be localized, but you could vaporize an entire star with this thing if you wanted to. You'd have to be insane to try using this in a populated area.
Xion.
What is it, KOS-MOS?
By limiting the phase transfer mass, I can activate the device without impacting either the Federation fleet or the Kukai Foundation.
You can do that?
Affirmative. This is one of my many functions.
Even the Rhine Maiden's got a limitation to how much she can fire. Let's take out the source before the Gnosis overwhelm us.
But...
Xion, this is the Song of Nephilim. There's no question about it.
The Song of Nephilim? What is it?
The single worst creation that ever resulted from Joachim Mizrahi's research. It was the song that destroyed Miltia and summoned the Gnosis. We've got to stop it before everything goes out of control.
Out of control?
And we still haven't found MOMO yet. We've got to move.
I know, but...
Any sign of MOMO yet?
We're still scanning, but we haven't located her yet.
I see. We've got to make a decision, Xion. We can't hold out against another Gnosis attack.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Listen to me, KOS-MOS. Try to keep the phase transfer mass as low as possible. All we need is the locus of that force field.
Affirmative. Setting transfer mass to 0.11 MPT. Transfer time set to 4.8 times 10 to the negative 38th. Loading cartridge.
Bypass between DSSS and mainframe secured. Opening multi-directional scan.
Distortion detected at direction 8018, near the UMN structure. It is currently emitting a weak column pulse.
That's it. And your line of fire?
Line of fire clear. Awaiting orders.
Shelley, are the anti-electromagnetic shields ready?
Preparations are complete. You may fire at will.
Roger. KOS-MOS, fire the phase transfer cannon.
They're earlier than I expected. I think I'll have a look around for that key that sleeps inside you.
No. Stop it. Get out. Out of my body. Junior. Ziggy. I'm scared.
I knew it.
It's exactly the same. Nothing's changed at all.
So that's the Song of Nephilim. Dr. Mizrahi's. Milsha's.
Help me. Junior.
Momo! Momo's inside that thing!
Are you certain?
Scanners! 100 series observational unit prototype MOMO tracked and located. She's in the middle of the distortion, caused by the phase transfer.
Momo? What's she doing in there?
Damn it! It's him! Albedo! I felt his presence the moment I heard Momo's voice.
Ah, Albedo. That explains what that unsettling feeling was about. Not to mention why she's there.
What do you mean?
That girl, Momo, not only is she a specialized Realian, but also the repository for the late Joachim Mizrahi's records. Albedo and the UTIC organization want that information. They've wanted it for a long time.
Albedo? Who's that?
My dark half. The part I've tried to hide away.
Dark half?
Junior, get this ship closer to the Song of Nephilim.
What?
It isn't necessary to get too close. Just lend me a shuttle, that'll be enough.
Hold it! Where do you think you're going? I'm going to save Momo, no matter what.
Don't bother.
What did you say?
When someone close to you is in danger, you lose your objectivity. And it almost always ends in tragedy. I've seen it happen too often.
Oh, what? So I'm just like them now?
Aren't you? This Albedo person. When you finally confront him, do you think you can keep your head straight? If you can honestly say yes, that's all I have to say. But if you can't...
You're really something. You know that? You think you're such a hardened soldier compared to me. Tell me then, how can I become cold and detached like you?
Only allow yourself to think of numbers and battle strategy. Don't let your mind wander to the faces or voices of those precious to you, even when it seems cruel not to. Too intense of an interference will overwhelm and ruin everything. That's what I've learned over these past 100 years.
The day numbers and battle strategies replace people, it'll be game over, Cyborg.
Junior, remember to stay focused, no matter what he does to Momo. Only by doing so will you be able to save her. Listen to my advice. I know what you're going through.
Okay, the Foundation has its hands full dealing with the waves of Gnosis. We cannot move from our current location. We'll need a ship with sufficient mobility in order to get past the Gnosis and dock with the Song of Nephilim. The Durandal's landing shuttle won't do. How about the Elsa? Is it operational? Yes, I checked its status just now. Unfortunately, it seems to be unharmed. Shall we relay a message to Captain Matthews? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Damn, that feeling I got from him. That bastard was trying to access Momo's subconscious. We don't have time. Let's go, old man. Chaos? Wait, Junior, let us help too. Don't be ridiculous. You have any idea what kind of place that is? You know what that lunatic is like? Please, let us go with you. Shion. Alright. But you better not let your guard down, even for a second. There's no room for mistakes in there, got it? Yes. Alright, so we're now in the final chapter of this game, which is going to be like 2 dungeons. Now in the DS remake, they combined the 2, and in here we also have that Albedo blew his head off with a gun. Now that scene was censored in the Japanese version. He uses a knife to do it, but everybody thinks it's more hilarious about him just using his bare hands to do it in this version. Alright, so we're gonna get an email. And this is gonna be permission to use a tech attack. And we're gonna get S chain and R hammer out of this. Which, do what? Yeah, we don't have Momo right now. Well, let's go to use tech points. S chain is 1 enemy, a line. I don't know what the S is. That's supposed to be slash. It says multiple status effects on BG and M types. It does a different status effect depending on what type of enemy. It's not just going to hit a whole bunch of different status effects. And we get our hammer, which is an attack with a hammer arm. It's near hit. So now she has slash, pierce, and hit for her melee, so she can hit all the weaknesses there. Honestly, I think that the animation for our hammer is probably one of the best animations for a melee attack in the game. And so they introduced one of the major antagonists there, which is Albedo Piazzolla, and he's going to be here for quite a while, actually. Alright, we get another email. And if you remember all the way back at the beginning of the game on the Voglinde when we got the sprinkler attachment, this is the reward for it. Now, how long is this one going to be? Thanks for waiting. I finished going through the figures without any major issues and have completed a very powerful sub-weapon for KOS-MOS. The name of it is F-Sight. A lot of enemies can be hit by a single stroke with the F-Sight. It is extremely convenient because a single stroke can hit all enemies in the front row and easily cause damage. This is the fruit of a lot of people's effort in the 2nd RD Division, including you and myself. Please equip KOS-MOS with it. Use it to defeat the Gnosis and bring peace back to the world. Miyuki. Yes, please let KOS-MOS know that Boris sends his regards. Alright, it's finally complete. F-side. Save the attachment file and equip KOS-MOS. Oh, that's right. You need to respond to Boris' request and go say hello to KOS-MOS. That's right. I'll do that if I remember. I mean, she's right there. So we gotta download this one as well. And this is her quotes. Most powerful sub-weapon. Did I even use the R-shot to show that off? I think I didn't. Alright, so this is the F-Sight. She actually gets a sight. It hits all enemies on a line. It's an ether attack, and it does 300% of her ether damage. So with certain strategies, this could do a fuck ton of damage. I guess I'm gonna... Wow, that is a huge boost to her strength. And since I'm actually going to use KOS-MOS and not Ziggy, I'm going to give her that stuff. the White Ring, and I guess I'll give her the Brave Soul as well. No, I didn't want to go to the hangar. I needed to go to the dock because no matter what, I have to go to the dock for anything. Alright, since our party has carried the idiot ball, they have to go fix the situation now by rescuing Momo. That's our next objective. But, like always, we're going to ignore the main quest and go do side quests instead. So, I'm going to go up here and go back to the Foundation. And I think things are a lot better there now. I have to figure out how to get that treasure chest and all that other stuff in the city. There's no longer Gnosis enemies here, by the way, so if you missed any of them, you can't get them now. Or if you missed anything that you wanted to get with them. So these guys are going to be chilling here. I guess they added a few NPCs. But I'm just going to go back to the city, and then I'm going to figure out how to get that one treasure chest. And then we're going to go do more super robot stuff. So, as you can see, people are back at the Kukai Foundation, and it's kind of a wreck now. Actually, I think I know how to get that treasure now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have an idea. Okay, so let's just go upstairs and go all the way to the top. I think that that's the way I access it. I didn't even think about that. Yep, that's exactly what I had to do. There we go. Now, what do we get out of this chest? Decoder 13. So that's probably going to open up another door for us. Okay, we do have the door. That's, oh my god, that's the cathedral ship one. Okay, so that's gonna be a long, long walk. Alright. So I need to figure out if I want to put Junior back in the party. Maybe? Maybe? Oh, there's more loot. Okay. Alright, anyway, we'll re-explore this area and see what's going on in the next episode. And Then we're going to do side quests and super robots and all of that before we go into the next dungeon. But yeah, shit has really hit the fan now.